Islam family, peace and love. I want to do a little video talking about the consular courts, and this is going to be from the outside looking in. So, take everything with a grain of salt slightly because I'm not part of that organization, but I'm going to get into the reason behind that in just a minute because I was actually supposed to be, me and the Grand Sheik out here in the Houston territories, Noble Drew Bay, and I were both supposed to be um, leaders of the consular court in the Houston area when they first originally opened up. Now, I have this video pulled up right now in particular. It's off the brother's YouTube for Charlemont Bay because if you don't know, he was one of the original ones going around starting the consular court. And in particular, I want to show, that their official event, the signing ceremony, invitation that they have on here is for the 18th of May, 2018. And I recently had somebody call me out trying to say, like, I pull out a nationality card that has AA222141 as if, I didn't have the right or, something along them lines. And like I was disrespecting the consular courts, but I have that number on my card. I want to show y'all really quick from the Library of Congress. You can see this is to the entity, Moorish American National Affairs, attention to Walter M. Hotech Davis Bay. That's an old address, so it won't work. But you can see that there. That's April 6, 2018. So over a month before, they had their signing or whatever, I received my certificates for AA222141 and the others, from the Library of Congress directly, and, I paid the fees, whatever. But hey, I'm a copyright holder, so I got the right to make claim that, these other peoples don't. That's Library of Congress. I didn't make this up myself, So, with that being said, they started this organization, and the brother Charlemont Bay actually flew around all over the country, meeting up with the people who were going to be the heads of the Moorish Consular Court. So when he came down here to the misnomer Houston in the Texas territories, what he came to the conclusion was that we were on our shit and that the other people that were starting the things, they needed training from us in particular. Because the things we were doing, we're implementing, we were actually showing improvement on remedy. So after the brother Charlemont Bay went back and told them that, they disagreed and decided not to rock with us and receive that training. So we decided not to be a part of that organization because there was no way we would get down with some of the things that they were doing without being able to add on to them, because the difference between getting private remedy and making the news is following your proper process. And since their inception till now, they've never really been able to prove, that they have proper processes and the things that they do work. And even when one of the main sisters, the sister Sharon, got locked up, it was an issue with a case where they came to evict her, is the way it was reported. And I reached out to them trying to help out with the situation because I know, because I work with law and real estate, that if they're trying to evict you, they're trying to say that you don't own the property. So that goes back into them claiming that they had a allodial title. Well, they must have skipped some step or didn't do something properly because they didn't have a allodial title to that property. And that was the issue. That was the whole reason why they could come on to her property in the first place. And that sister got locked up on a live, which was really embarrassing, on Facebook Live, locked up. They policy enforcers came in, and were shown on video, and she was cuffed on video live. So, whether that was the first or second time she got locked up, because there was more than once, the fact is that sister never got out due to their help, and what they call an extraction process or something along them lines. But you know, I've seen several other things that I would consider improper process or legal theory coming from that group of Moors, and I've never wanted to publicly come out as if I'm bashing the group because I love all of our people and I want them to come around to actually doing their due diligence and getting the work done because they do have a lot of people that follow them. However, you know, we don't want to be leading our people into a burning house like Martin Luther King said. And if you're not following proper procedures when going through these certain processes, it'll get you burned. And, all I can do is try and show the clean glass and help our people as best I can. Um, like I say, this is an outside, looking in because I am no longer, well, I was never ever actually with that group. And, I wish them the best, but, I would like to help. But there's no way I would be a part of the organization until they actually turned it all the way around. Because, like I say, it's a lot of things that they've either been missing in law or skipping steps or, little bitty things here and there. So, I'm not the one to make the claim and say that they're not Moors, but because they're Moors by their bloodline, I can never deny them that. But what I can say is, from the things that I saw, they're not operating properly out of law. And one of the main things I would say for that, just an easy example for someone that's new to the movement and may not understand. Um, everything of what's going on. I'll say it like this here. If you actually have a court set up, an actual court set up, you wouldn't be having your people do name declarations because with a court, you could issue a court order, do a court order of name change. Which is the proper way to do a public process. But the thing is, they don't know the difference between public and private, and they're trying to operate in a private organic capacity, not knowing that a court is a public venue. Islam, I mean, there's several contradictions like this, and I don't want to go too hard on our people publicly, but I had to put my position out there because I've had too many of these people try and bash me lately and come at me as if I'm crazy and then spit out some weird legal theory, as if they've got everything together and the things that they're doing is correct. So I want to put that out there. Um, and if anybody has any questions, you can definitely hit me up uh, in my DM or Walter Bay, the number 7 more at gmail.com. Islam.